Today we're making coconut custard pie, and it's dairy-free, made with coconut milk. The recipe we're using today uses coconut milk rather than cow's milk. So this recipe is dairy-free. And the first thing we're gonna do is add 4 room temperature eggs to a medium-sized bowl, and then sprinkle a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Go ahead and break these up. We add 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And for flavorings, we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/2 teaspoon of coconut extract. I'm going to whisk this until that sugar is well incorporated with our eggs. So that was about 50 beats with the whisk. And you could certainly use your hand mixer if you would like. Now we're gonna set this aside and we're gonna mix up the rest of our filling. Because coconut milk has a much thinner consistency than dairy milk, we're going to thicken it with a little bit of cornstarch, and we're gonna heat it for just a couple of minutes on the stovetop until it begins to thicken. So I'm adding about a 1/4 cup of coconut milk into a measuring cup. Definitely need to shake that well. We're gonna end up using 1.5 cups in total. And now we're adding 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Whisk this until your cornstarch is completely dissolved. And into a heavy bottom saucepan. And we're gonna add to this another 1.25 cups of our coconut milk. Make sure that's well combined. And now we're taking this over to the stovetop. We're gonna heat it just a little bit until it thickens, but we're not bringing this to a boil. Constantly whisking this over medium heat. You'll see a little bit of steam coming off of this, and you'll see some bubbles forming around the outside edge. Just thickening up that coconut milk just a little. That should take about 3 minutes, and now we're removing this from the heat. Now I'm gonna give our egg mixture just a little stir. Constantly whisk your egg mixture as you drizzle that warm coconut milk and cornstarch into eggs. And into our Parbaked Pie Crust. And last but not least, we sprinkle on 3/4 cup of flaked coconut. Now that's about 75 grams. And it really doesn't have to be exactly 3/4 cup, so don't worry about it. Add a full cup if you want. Our pie goes into a 350-degree oven for between 35 and 45 minutes until the center is firmly set up. So I covered the crust after about the first 20 minutes. And this pie cooked for 50 minutes. And I think that's because I kept opening the oven. Every time you open that oven door, not even a minute, you're losing about 50 degrees in temperature, and that will impact your cook time. Our pie is completely cooled, and what we're gonna do next is top this with some toasted coconut. And there's another option where you could mix up some unsweetened coconut with some sugar and butter and place that mixture on top of your pie and broil it for about 4 minutes prior to serving. You could actually use the toasted coconut inside the pie if you would like.